Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Members of the Economic Committee of West African State Parliamentarian have been challenged to bring out the champion in them rather than suppressing it to become the custodian of the next generation. Kailash Satyarthi, 2014 Noble Peace Laureate, founder of the Kailash Satyarthi Children's Foundation, gave the charge at the Inter-Parliamentary Union Day on Eradication of Child Labour, trafficking, taking stock and sustaining the commitment of the ECOWAS Parliament at the sideline of the first ordinary session in Abuja. He said yearly, millions of children are forced into hard labor and child trafficking due to member states' inability to take responsibility school will to guarantee a safer generation.
To Kailash Satyarthi Foundation.
The sub-Saharan region has been known for child labor and trafficking, terrorism, banditry, and kidnapping due to the illegal possession of firearms and light weapons. Over the years, this has deteriorated due to poverty and out-of-school children, accounting for 200 million, according to the United Nations Children's Fund UNICEF. Kailash Satyarthi noted that economic injustice has continued to clamp down on the populace and urged the parliamentarians to act swiftly to stop blaming bad governance.
Just 4 years, the number of child laborers grown in the world. But why I said it is shameful? Because in the rest of the world the number was declining. But in sub-Saharan Africa alone, 20 million more children were added to child labor workforce, to slavery, to trafficking, forced labor. Is there any justification for it? And whose children are they? 10,000 children every day enter into child labor workforce in Africa today when we are sitting and talking here about them. And during those 4 years, world has become 10 trillion or $11 trillion richer. And our children were suffering. This is unacceptable. That's why I said that you are not only the parliament members, dear sisters, dear brothers, you are the voices of those voiceless children in the world. Who will challenge this global injustice, economic injustice, which is responsible for many of the problems which we are facing here, our children are facing here? How long we can keep on blaming the bad governance in this region? How long we can keep on blaming the intergenerational poverty in this region? But who is responsible for perpetuation of these problems? So, dear friends, you have much more responsibilities. Africa is the mirror of the world. If the children are begging on the streets, forced to prostitution, taking guns in their hands, pushed into these kind of situations, the world is not safe. The world is not civilized either. It is the collective responsibility of the entire international community to take care of these issues, and they could not be simply determined or considered as their issue and our issue. That has to go if we have to live in a unified and peaceful and sustainable world.
Also, the founder of the Kailash Satyarthi Children's Foundation helped on replacing the illegal usage of rifles by non-security actors with a knowledge-driven social and economic impact in society.
I've been working in Africa for the last 30 years or so, and I found that young people are carrying guns in their hands. Who is going to take away the guns, which are produced not in this region? They are produced somewhere else, but our children are using these guns, automatic rifles. Who is going to replace them with books and computers? How they are going to be brought in the classrooms? These are certain challenges I'm talking about, dear friends, because we are talking about our future. And my simple question, if you focus only on your next elections, who is going to take care of next generation? Every single child laborer is working at the cost of one adult employment. Children are chosen, preferred because they are the cheapest source of labor. And they are pushed into intergenerational poverty and illiteracy and miseries. So if you find one child labor, means one unemployed adult, one empty seat in the classroom, one lost future. So that is very simple. If we eradicate child labor, 160 million children are brought back to their classrooms. That means we are going to create 160 million jobs, additional jobs, perhaps many more jobs. So why don't we invest in that? So my first proposition, invest in our children. That is the only investment for the future, for the present, and not for the next generations, but for all the generations to come. All the generations to come. If we are able to ensure protection, education, and health care of this generation, then the next generation will take care of themselves. Then we don't need social workers, Nobel laureates like me, and politicians and others. They will take care of themselves. And they will knock on your door. You cannot sleep in peace. If they are educated young people, they will say that we need employment. We wanted to contribute in the betterment and construction of building the society. They will join forces and not be left out on the streets or to become violent or be pulled by the militia and all kind of extremist and terrorist forces.
It was a moment of sober reflection as these MPs were charged to go beyond their political gains and think widely in securing the next generation as they represent the world's future. Vincent Okushi, QTV News, Abuja.
Audio Jungle.